Hello and welcome back to another Cheerful by Choice podcast. I'm so excited that you're here today. We are going to be talking about some really exciting, fun stuff called detailing our dreams and how do we make a dream a reality. Okay, so I was working at a fast food place and people come through the drive-through to order their food, right? And have you ever not known what you wanted? Okay, but if you're going to a place to order food, you usually have to tell them what you want. Now, there are some cases. I've been in a restaurant setting and I have a couple of really good friends. This one particular friend will never order anything, but we're going into a sit down, fancier kind of place. And the waiter comes over, the server, and they say, "This is our special today." And my friend will say, "You just surprised me with whatever the chef thinks is best today." That's a chef kind of situation, taking care of a restaurant, sit down experience. Completely different than if you're going through the drive-through at, say, Wendy's or McDonald's. Totally different. If you are going to order something, you have to know what you want. You have to know. And even in that situation with my friend ordering whatever the chef thinks is best, they've been there many, many times. They're regulars, they go in, they know the people, and they trust that the chef is going to take good care of them. They know they're going to get something good. If you're going through the drive-through at a fast food place, the people on the other side, they don't have a chef making special orders or having the special of the day. They have to put something into the order taking machine, the computer, right? And so we have this people come through, this one family comes through the drive-through at Wendy's, and they say, "I want this food in this meal." And then we say, "Okay, what drink would you like?" "I want Powerade." Okay, so they know kind of what they want. And then we say, "Which flavor of Powerade would you like?" Because there's like 40 different flavors. So many different flavors. You can get orange or grape or cherry or raspberry or vanilla or peach or coconut, lime, all the different combinations, so many flavors, so many choices. And they say, "Oh, I don't know, just surprise me." And the people taking the order on the other side are like, what? I don't know how to surprise you. You need to choose what you want." And they say, "Oh, it doesn't matter." Well, it doesn't matter to me either. And so meanwhile, there's not a drink getting put together because nobody knows what they want. They know they're thirsty. Everybody knows that they're thirsty and they want Powerade, but there's not a defining, "Yes, I want this flavor. What size do you want? Would you like ice in it? A lot of ice, a little bit of ice?" There's so many options, right? And that's kind of like what it is when we say, "I want to be healthier." Well, what kind of healthier? "I want to be more wealthy. I want more abundance." What does that mean? If you find a penny, then you've got more. That's great, but I'm pretty sure that's not what you are dreaming about. You're dreaming a little bit bigger than a penny, right? And so we need to detail what we want, or just be completely happy with whatever surprise we get. Most of the time, unless we're friends with the chef, most of the time we're not going to be real happy with what we get. More people return things that it wasn't what they wanted, it wasn't what they ordered, and they're not happy. Or, you just don't get surprised in a happy way usually. So this is how we're going to show ourselves a little bit more love this week. As this month we're focusing on loving ourselves a little bit more. We're going to give ourselves permission to dream and decide what kind of drink we want. What kind of healthy do we want? What kind of abundance? What kind of dream do we want to come true? And then we add the details. So you can bullet point this and say, for example, if we're ordering something at a fast food. Now, I'm not encouraging you to go get fast food if your goal is to be healthier. It might be counterproductive. We're just going to use this as a description kind of example, right? I think the word is alliteration. No, that's totally different. Never mind. Illustration. It's going to be a picture of what we're trying to do. Okay. So, you want a meal. You want a main course or a sandwich of some sort. You want a side, maybe French fries, maybe a salad. You want a drink. We're going to take these pieces and bullet point them. I'm just going to go with the healthy example too, because I am trying to be more healthy. This is my goal. I want to detail more about my health. Okay, so I'm going to say, yeah, I want more health. Okay, so the bullet points for health might be better sleep, better eating, more exercise. Okay, so you got the compartments bulleted, and then we're going to expand on that once you get the list of the things put down. Okay, maybe what kind of sandwich do I want? Do I want beef? Do I want chicken? Do I just want a veggie sandwich? Maybe it's a wrap instead of a sandwich. Do I want soup, French fries, salad? What kind of additional things do I want? And then the drink, it's important. What flavor of Powerade do you want? Do you want a lot of ice? Do you want a little of ice? So if I were detailing my sleeping, I say, okay, what time am I going to go to bed? How many hours am I going to sleep? How am I going to wake up? What kind of alarm am I going to use? Is it going to be the same every day? Or there's this really cool feature on my phone that will rotate the songs on my favorites list. So I wake up to a different surprise song. We love surprises in some cases, right? We love surprises in some cases. And if we can get to the point where we are completely at the mercy and in flow with whatever you want to call it, in God's hands, letting him take care of us 100%. And we go in and we sit down at the restaurant and we say, just bring me whatever the chef thinks is best. And we love it and we appreciate it. And we're just going to love it no matter what. And that's great. We love those kinds of surprises. But if we want to participate, there's really only one friend that I know who does that every single time. And I'm not sure if it's just because they can't make a decision because everything looks so good on the menu. And maybe that's one of our problems that's holding us back from really dreaming and detailing what it is that we really truly want out of life, because everything is good, right? There's no bad choice. I could go this way. I could do Zumba. I could do weightlifting. I could go running. All of the choices are great. There's nothing wrong with any of my options. So instead of picking one and saying, I'm going to do Zumba, I love Zumba, by the way. I probably always choose Zumba over running. But instead of choosing one because they're all good, we choose nothing because we aren't unhappy with any of the choices, or they all seem the same. They're all not as great. They're not too bad. They're just kind of in the middle. And we want to be hot or cold. We want ice cream or hot chocolate. We don't want like room temperature slushy mush. I just made that up, slushy mush. Doesn't sound so good. Sounds kind of like slime if it's room temperature. If it's not from the freezer or from the grill, what are we choosing, right? And I know there's great things like an apple is great off the counter. It doesn't always have to be hot or cold, but really we want to be decisive and add the details and give ourselves permission to dream in the biggest way possible. And then we can measure our progress. And remember that progress is progress, no matter how small. And don't leave all the people trying to help you out in the world wondering how they can help you. Because that's really what we're doing when we're indecisive. We're not allowing people to get us the drink that we want. If we're going to the drive-through and we're saying, I want to buy a drink, we need to tell them what we want so they can give it to us. And people want to help you. They do. You're worth it and you're awesome and people love you. I mean, maybe you just don't know it enough yet, but they do. I promise they do. And maybe there's someone that you haven't met yet that wants to help you. Decide what kind of thing you want so that they can. And once we make that decision, then more people and more resources will come to provide the opportunity and ability to achieve those detailed dreams. We'll be able to know what things to search for on the internet to figure out how to achieve that goal. How do I actually go to sleep on time? I want to go to bed 2 or 3 hours earlier than I am. What's the process of doing that? So first we decide what it is we want with the bullet points, and then we can expand the details and get more into the nitty-gritty of what that means. And then we can go research and figure out how to do that. If we leave the how to the very end, it can present itself a little bit easier. So that's the fun for today. I'm going to let you ponder that. Let me know what it is that you're dreaming of. What are your dreams? And how are we going to get there? What are you going to do? Did you make your bullet points? Take just a few minutes. You know, you're worth 5 minutes. You're worth way more than that. Go ahead, take a few minutes, bullet point out what it is you want, dream, and add the details to it so we can add some more progress and support your choices in being happier every day. All right, remember, feelings are meant to be felt and you are worth it. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here.